Welcome back, fifth grade. This week, our vocabulary strategy is going to focus on Greek root words. So, in a minute, I'm going to move out of the way and we're going to take some time today to talk about how we can use Greek roots to help us understand words that we don't know. So, on the board today, I have a little brief definition of what Greek roots are, and we're going to look at some examples. You probably remember this from fourth grade, but if you don't, that's okay. We're going to review it anyway, and hopefully, you can use this strategy to help decode some words maybe that you don't know. I have written on the board using Greek roots to determine the meaning of a word. Many of you probably know that English words, quite a few of them, are derived from the Greek language. So when we break apart some of these words, we can kind of understand their meaning. And I have three examples that I'd like to go over with you today on the board, starting with the word democracy, which is kind of fitting because the election's coming up here in a couple months. So, the word democracy simply means rule by the people. And we know that because we can break that word apart into two different sections. First, dem, which is a Greek root meaning people, and krasi, or krasi, meaning rule. So when we formulate those two words together, when we bring them together, we have democracy, meaning rule by the people, which ultimately is how the United States is supposed to be run. We have a few other examples on the board. We have the word telescope. If we break apart the word telescope, we have two smaller roots. We have tele and scope. Tele means at a distance, and scope means to see, which forms our word telescope. And I'm sure that many of you have used a telescope before to look at perhaps the moon at night or some of the other planets during certain times of the year. Finally, we have the word biography. And I'm sure that many of you know that a biography is a story written by someone else about another person's life. The word bio is our first Greek root, which means life, and graph means to write. So when we put the two together, we have biography. Other words that are similar to that would be autobiography, auto meaning self. So an autobiography is a story about someone's life written by that person. So we're going to continue to use Greek roots throughout the school year. And if this were a testing week, we would probably see these on the PWA. So I want you to get familiar with this. And if you have any questions, as always, please let me know.